Hi guys. That was really cheeky, so just ignore that, but I'm probably gonna cut that out or keep it in, who knows. Anyways, we are back with a wash and go part 2. Now this one I'm confident about, more confident than the last one, because the last one just kind of let me down a little bit. The last one was good for a first attempt, I would say. Wasn't my favorite? No, but this one I know is going to be good. You want to know why? I tested this out on my hair the other day because my curls were a little limp and they were gross, and I wanted to somewhat refresh them, but I wasn't sure how. So I figured something out and it turned out pretty good. Now the only downside is that I'm still learning how to get my roots dry because I don't have a diffuser. I do have a hair dryer that has an attachment, so I found an alternative for that because I didn't want to buy a whole new hair dryer and then buy the attachment. No, thank you. So that was just going to be too much. I found me the perfect routine for a wash and go, so I'm going to share it with you guys because I'm very excited for this one. So I just washed my hair. It looks longer than last time. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know what it is. We are going to take very small sections. I'm not going to waste no time. Let's just get right into it. I'm just going to be real. I'm going to take a very small section in the back. About maybe that big. So let me turn around so you guys can see, but it's not a big section, very small. And that's what we're gonna work with for this first part. Now, I've learned you gotta soak your hair in water, and I mean get it soaking, dripping wet. And also have a towel handy or a t-shirt. I use this t-shirt that was literally just on my head, and I just keep it to like get my hands dry if I really need it dry. Then you're gonna take a leave-in. This is my almond and avocado leave-in conditioner. I used this the last leave-in, or the last wash and go, sorry. Still taking this product. Take a good amount, maybe about that much. You might need more, but this is the amount I'm gonna use. And get that all through that section. And then, next product, my honey curl forming custard. This is by the same brand, same line. I love this product. This is my holy grail product right here for any like wash and go, any curly hairstyle. This is my product for sure. I will never stop buying this product. We're gonna take a good amount, meaning just dip your hand in. Just take a good glob. I kind of do it on both hands, so kind of like that. And then I rake that through. We're gonna try and rake all my products in today instead of like trying to curl them individually, because I learned that didn't make my hair look good. It kind of made it look very stringy, and I didn't really like that. Now next, I'm gonna take my Tangled teaser brush. This I got at Target for, I don't know how much. I'll put it on the screen if I do find the price. And I just kind of detangle it. Now the reason why I'm doing this after I put the product through is because I want the product to be evenly distributed through this portion of my hair before I just go crazy with it. And also to make sure there's no tangles, because that's the worst thing that you want in a wash and go, is just tangled hair. Now once that is detangled, you're just gonna slowly go through and rake. Now it's a lot better if I get towards the front portion of my hair, like the sides. Now those are just fantastic. The back of my hair is kind of iffy. Now sometimes I take a little bit more product, just a little bit, just to get those curls that aren't acting right. But you don't want to go in with too much product, because that might mess up the whole thing. But I'm also going in to massage my curls just a little bit so they have a little more curl to them. Sometimes they don't want to act right, but that's okay. So I have some curls like this one right here, just doesn't want to act right. This is what it's looking like so far. We're just gonna move on to the next section. Again, going with a very small portion of hair. Oh, if I can get it. Doing the same steps as you did. You're gonna drench your hair in water. Taking your leave-in. Going to rake that through. There we go. And then going in with your curl cream gel, or your gel, whatever you want to call it. Oops. And you're gonna rake that through very slowly. And then taking your comb or brush, whichever you prefer, and detangling that section. Just enough to have some smooth raking. And for this wash and go, I'm just gonna let my curls do their thing. Like, I'm not gonna mess with them too much. Only because I found that to be the best way to let your curls just be free. Because the last time, I didn't really know how to like really just define my own curls. So I just like, but it's also like, hey, like I'm still learning how to do my hair anyway. So it was more of like, okay, I can do this next time. And I knew what I could or couldn't do this time. Because the mousse, I think I did the mousse last time when I was trying to freshen up my curls. And they just made my curls frizz. So that just wasn't working for me. And also, once you know your curl pattern or your curl type, it's easier to kind of like know like what works for your hair, what doesn't. But again, my 4A type curly hair is different from someone else's 4A type curly hair. So not everyone's hair is the exact same. Just because we have the same hair type doesn't mean we have the exact same like, you know, hair products that we use, or like the same techniques that we use, or, you know, everyone's very different. And just trying to learn that. I want to say it's hard, but at the same time it's like, hey, everyone's different. So everyone's hair is very different. And what works for your hair doesn't mean it'll work for someone else's hair. So something to think about. And all my life growing up, I'm not even lying to you, when I was a little girl, I absolutely did not like my curly hair. I think the only reason why I didn't like my curly hair, because I didn't like my hair to be poofy. That was my thing. I didn't like my hair to be poofy. I think now that I'm growing up, I'm like, you know what? I really want to embrace my curls. I really want to try new techniques. I really want to just wear my hair like super curly, because curly hair is so pretty and you could just do whatever you want to do it. Curly hair is gorgeous and I love my curly hair and I think it's just so beautiful. I think it's fantastic. I want to say back in 6th grade, I think that's when I started to straighten my hair almost every single day. Almost every single day. And it was really, really bad. I didn't get heat damage, thank God, but it was more of like, hey, I don't want to wear my hair curly, so I'm gonna try something else. And then finally back in 8th grade, that's when I was like, you know what, I really want to wear my hair curly. I want to wear my hair out. I want to wear my curls out. I want to just, you know, go crazy with my curl pattern, or, you know, do something with my hair. Like, I wanted to go natural finally back in 8th grade, which I didn't know it was hard, okay? I didn't think it was hard. I thought it was the easiest thing ever. Like, oh, I could just, you know, have my natural curls out every single day. That's not what happened. Okay, this is the part where I want to show you guys close up, especially on this side where the curls kind of start to really pop. So I'm going to split this into 3 parts, 2 in the front and then 1 part in the back. Maybe about that much. And I don't know why, but every time when I do the back of my hair, like at least style it with my curls, the back always gets frizzy and I don't really know how to stop that. But like, maybe the back is just like a different type of curl. I have no idea. Like, I know it's not like a different curl type, but that's how I feel, because it always gets so frizzy whenever I do something like this, and it's making me kind of angry because I don't know how to fix it. And what I'm learning to do is like not put the product on my scalp, but like put it closer like to my roots or like on the roots, so it doesn't look as puffy or as frizzy, but that's still very hard. So if you know anything, please leave a comment because I need some help. But I think that's the struggle of having curly hair. It's just the frizz part. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't like frizz. I don't think anyone likes frizz, I'll be honest. And like this part in the back, I can already feel the frizz on the roots. I don't know what it is or how to fix it, but I think it's a matter of trying to learn why and how to fix it. Okay, I'm hoping that'll be okay, but numbing the back, no idea. This process, or like this new technique, is taking me so much less time than last time because I was just doing each individual and just curling it. This part is a lot easier and a lot faster. I will definitely be doing this a lot more because it'll save me a ton of time. And I was also thinking about this too, like after my hair gets like a certain length, I do want to get like curly cut. Because when my hair dries, it doesn't really have a shape. I would say it's kind of awkward, like an awkward like box shape, or like, I don't know, an awkward oval shape. I have no idea how to describe it. I think the top part of my head, like the top half of my head, the top half of my hair, wow. The top half of my hair is a lot shorter than the bottom half of my hair. So it looks very awkward, and I don't know if I like that, because it kind of makes my hair look uneven. And I cut my hair once, like maybe like a couple months ago or like a year ago. Highly recommend. And I think I just cut the top part a little too short, which was okay. Like, I mean, honestly, I know hair grows back, so I wasn't stressed about it, but it's like, dang, now I kind of wish I didn't do that, but hey, it saved me money. So am I mad? No, not at all. But do I regret it? Kinda. Just a little bit. So you're just gonna let your curls do its thing, so, and that's just what it is. So I'm gonna show y'all on this side now. Drenching your hair in water. Oh, okay. It's water, it'll dry, so it doesn't matter. Taking some leave-in. Oh, that's a lot, that's okay. Now in this section, I might have to split into two because it is a little bit thick. So we're gonna just split it into two in just a minute. And then taking some gel, just rub it in your hand. Now with this gel, I start with my ends first. Like I coat the ends first and then I work my way up, only because I've learned that if I start at the roots and just work that way down with the gel, it doesn't get to my ends properly, and then I have to go and dip my ends in gel again. Now I'm just gonna do little sections, so I'm just gonna do something like this and just letting, oh, hold on. First I gotta detangle because there are some knots in here. Okay. And then I'm gonna go in and just take some small portions of this section. Kind of like that. Okay, kind of making me a little happy. I think with this front portion, I'm still trying to learn some new things, so I think I want to do something like this. Yeah, okay. Now I don't know how I'm gonna split this section, but we're just gonna do our best. I think I'm just gonna take some small portions like this. keep it stepping. And as I kind of mentioned in my last video of my like wash and go, I don't know what it is about this camera that I've been looking at. Oh my god. As I said in my last wash and go video, I'm looking at the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 camera. It's very compact, it's very small, it's very handy if you want to like vlog or something, because it's literally pocket size. But my only problem is that it's $1,000. It is so expensive. That's what I really hate. Like, I'm not saying I want it now, but maybe in the future I do want that camera. It's just so expensive that it makes me want to throw up. I still want that camera, yes, but my god. Like, I might want it as like a Christmas gift or like a birthday gift, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to put my parents through that stress of buying me a camera. Especially when that's $1,000 and it's that small. And I'm making sure the front is definitely more defined because I do have a lot more frizz in the front. So I'm trying to get that to be somewhat defined. Just like that. Okay, cool. But yeah, the Osmo Pocket 3, oh my gosh. It is a gorgeous camera. It is so cute. I just love that camera and I will not stop looking at that camera until I get it in my hands. But what I am trying to figure out as of right now is to try and edit on my computer, since I do have CapCut now on my computer. But the problem is that, like, I don't know how to get my videos synced on my CapCut on my phone to my computer, because every time I try it says I don't have enough storage, and I don't understand why. Because I've tried to get rid of stuff off my phone, get rid of stuff off my computer. That hasn't worked. But then I realized I have to buy storage from CapCut. It's different prices for like different, I guess, I want to say modes. I don't know if that's the right word. Different packages, that's it. It's a different price for a different package. I'm trying to figure out which one I want. But at the same time, why do I need to buy storage to edit on my computer? Because the app was free. I can edit all my videos on my phone easily. The problem is that my phone overheats and then I have to turn off the editing for right now and then come back to it. And that's not what I want. I'm actually trying to figure that out myself, which is not easy. But once I do learn how to get that on my computer, or like how to edit on my computer from CapCut, I'll let y'all know. Now I will say this is coming out so much better than my last wash and go. I know we're not done yet, but it is coming out a lot better than the last one for sure. Even though my curls were a lot more defined in my last one, this one, I think my curls look more natural because they're in their natural state. So I do plan to keep it like this. And then of course, once my hair gets longer, I do want to get a curly cut, only because I cut my hair once at home. I've actually cut it at home multiple times. Again, highly recommend you guys do that. I've cut my hair many times by myself because one, I didn't want to pay for someone to get my hair trimmed, and two, I was just trying to figure this out, but I also did see a lot of split ends on my hair, so that's why I just kept cutting it, which is like not a healthy habit. It's not a good habit. No, it's not. But are my ends kind of healthy? Yeah. But yeah, if you can learn how to cut it yourself, don't just wing it like I did. Like, it doesn't sound hard. Like, you're literally just cutting hair, right? It doesn't sound hard. But I think the more I think about it, it's like there's a technique, I guess. I don't really know. But do I know what that technique is? No. All right. Okay, so now I've reached the front of my hair. Now this is the part where I'm trying some new things, but I also want to stick to the basics at the same time. I'm gonna take, if I can find it, hang on. I'm gonna take the end of this comb. Now, before you say anything, I had a whole comb. Let me find the other half. See, this is the problem when you have thick hair and you use a little itty bitty comb like this, okay? It literally broke on me one day. I don't remember what I was doing with it, but I just remember hearing a snap. But you know what? I kept the end of this. I don't know why I still have this part. I could easily trash this, but I don't know. I kept the end of this part because it has like the end of the comb to part with. So this is what I've been using ever since to part my hair. So it looks really ghetto, I know, but it works. And I don't have to buy another comb. To me, it's a win-win. Anyways, taking my comb, I'm just gonna part the middle of my hair. And I want to make sure that's as even as possible, if I can get it even as possible. I'm gonna take this end actually and just like clean it up just a little bit. Now what I'm gonna do next is I'm going to split some hairs in the front. This is for the front portion of my hair. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with those when we get there. I'm going to do the same thing to this side, just taking a small portion of the front. And with this one, because I'm going to do this part, I'm going to clip this down. Kind of like that, just to get it out the way right now. And then I'm probably going to just split this one in two since, yeah, I'm just going to split it in two. And with another alligator clip, we're just going to clip it somewhat like that. So you're gonna look a little crazy on the top because there's a lot going on. It'll be better once we get there. Taking your same products, we're just gonna go over that section. And then detangle that section very slowly, or at least enough until you feel like it's detangled enough. And then for the front, I kind of just define it a little bit. So I kind of just take one out and just let it do its thing. So it's a little more defined now. I do curl it a little bit, but not as harshly as I did. And then once I get to the top part of that section, I just kind of rake it a little bit and just kind of let it hang. Sometimes I go back over just to make sure that my curls are really defined, or as defined as I would like them to. Now, if you can see, I don't know if you can, but like this top portion right here is a lot more shorter than the bottom. Or like, maybe that's just me being crazy. Maybe that's just how it's supposed to look. But like, to me, it kind of looks like there's something missing here. There's just a dent in my hair. So it's, to me, it's kind of weird because I'm like, oh, there's supposed to be something there. There's supposed to be something to fill that gap. Nah, it's just how I cut my hair. So, but you know, I mean, mistakes were made. We didn't know better, and I didn't want to pay money. So we just did it at home. But like, I think, I don't know like how old I was, but like ever since I went natural, I was probably in, I want to say like 8th or 9th grade, I learned how to do my own hair myself. And that's when I was like, I don't need to go to a hair salon anymore. I don't need to go to someone else to do my hair. Like, I legit learned how to do my own braids by myself. I watched a ton of videos about how to do it and like which hair to get or like what to do with the hair. Like, I think I just went with what I thought was best, and I was kind of like, okay, maybe this hair will work. I legit learned how to do my own braids by myself. It wasn't hard. It was just a time to like trying to get used to how to grip the hair, how to braid it down, how to get the like just how to get your natural hair to like stick down in the braid. It's a process. Like, I just learned to do it like my own way, and just that's just how I've been doing it. And I've been doing my own braids for maybe 6 years now, just about, because it's a lot easier and like I can save so much money. I think overall, like, doing my braids, I maybe spent at most $20, maybe $25, maybe even more. But like, I don't spend over, I want to guesstimate over $40 to do my own braids. But it also depends on like how many packs of hair I'm getting and like what other like gels and like combs I need or something like that. I just don't know. I took way too much gel for this section, but that's okay. Yeah, so the top half of my hair stops here, and then this is the bottom half of my hair. It looks very uneven, so once I get to the front, you guys will see like, oh wow. Like, I know I messed up in the front. Okay, now that we're at the front portion of my hair, this is what we're going to do. I'm gonna probably leave this middle part like it is, or I might just rake it all the way down. I'm not entirely sure yet, but we'll see what we can do with this. So I'm going to apply all my products real quick, making sure that it's wet enough. Now, I don't take as much for the front because it is a very small section, but I do take a good amount that I think will coat the entire portion. When I detangle the front portion of my hair, I want to get as close to my part as possible so it doesn't look frizzy. And then once I'm done with that, I rake them down in front of my face so they can just hang there. Kind of like that. And there are times where I do go back over at the top just to fix it, just to make it look more full. So I pull some towards the front and then I also pull some towards the back. Now I add a little bit more gel just to make sure they're defined enough. I might have added too much gel, but we'll see. Yeah, okay. And with the ends, I kind of just go over it with my hands just to make it more defined. Or, well, you know what? No, we're gonna do this. I'm just kidding. And that's all I do for the front. Probably added a little bit less water. Let me turn it this way so you guys can see just a little bit better. Now once I rake it down, there's going to be some unevenness, but I'm also trying to embrace it. And again, like I did with this left side, I'm going to do the same thing with the right side. So just pulling some curls to the front and to the back so it looks more full. And then going over some more curls with just some gel. Just going over the ends just a little bit. Okay, now we're done. I honestly didn't expect it to look this good. The last time that I did this on my curls, it was like day 4 or something hair, day 5 hair. It wasn't clean. This looks a lot better and a lot more promising. I'm gonna cross my fingers because I know I just jinxed that. This does look a lot better than the last ones, or the last one that I did. Can y'all let me know how the back looks? Okay, thanks. So I told you guys in the beginning I've had issues with my roots and how to like have them dry completely. So this is what I've learned the last time because I found an alternative. So come with me. Hi, we're now in my bathroom. Welcome to my bathroom. So we're gonna take our hair dryer. This is the Red by Kiss hair dryer. I've had this for a while. So I don't have a round hair dryer, like I don't have like that attachment for like a diffuser. So what I've learned, I just kind of used what I had, and this is what I've been using. Well, I've only used it for a day, but this is what kind of worked for me, so I'm gonna show you. So I take one of their comb attachments. That this one is just like the I guess the more like I don't even know how to describe it. Okay, I just attach that real quick if I can on my hair dryer. Hello, there. All right, and then I put it on the low setting like this. So what I do when it's on low, I legit just hold the prongs on my scalp and I just kind of dry it. I keep looking in the mirror. I'm trying to look at the camera, my bad. What I do is just like, I just hold the prongs on my scalp and I just kind of like go around my head until I think my roots are dry or they're 100% dry. Now, have I done this like when it's wet like this? No, but this is what we're trying to do just to try and, you know, save money and time. It's gonna get loud, so just bear with me here. Okay, so I'm back after a few hours. You guys, I'm in such shock right now. There are a few that like I'm still trying to separate because they're a little bit too thick for me. Like a few curls, but oh my god. You guys, it has not looked this good in years. And I'm very proud of myself. That's definitely the routine I'm going to stick with from now on. And I told myself, if it comes out good, this is the routine I'm going to stick with. And this is definitely the routine I'm going to stick with. I'm so excited. Like, if you can't tell, I'm absolutely over the moon right now. I could throw up. I'm so excited. Look at the curl definition on this side. Oh no, hang on. Look at this side. The only downside that I don't like is the top part. Like the top of my head is frizzy and I don't know if I like that, but like it honestly doesn't look terrible. Like I think maybe next time I think I'll dry the top first because the rest looks fine. I love how this turned out. Now let's hope tomorrow it'll look somewhat good because I don't know. I think I might try something new when I put my hair in my bonnet later tonight. I think I might try something new, so we'll see. But I'm gonna end the video right here since ain't nothing much to talk about. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I post every single Friday and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!